to edit this. So, welcome back to Bourbon and Beer A to Z. So, real cool here. We've got, to me, this is the coolest shit. We've got a skull rock today, which is just awesome. So, to go with our skull glasses, thanks Williams-Sonoma. These things are awesome. Today we're tasting Elijah Craig's small batch. So this is coming in at a 94 proof. This is good stuff. Now, I'm trying it on ice. I don't need to. I know it's good just by itself. I usually save the ice for the higher proof. This one's a nice one. We also have Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale. Still pretty warm today, so I didn't need to go with the stout quite yet. So this is a nice one. I haven't tried this one in a while, so let's give it a whirl here. I also want to mention today, just because I thought it was delicious. I had from Dogfish Head a couple days ago. I had their Indian Brown Dark IPA. Delicious, man. This stuff pretty well rocked me. So a little higher on the malt side. So it had like a good nuttiness to it. It's a 7.2 ABV. Dogfish Head puts out some great stuff. This did not disappoint. If you like an IPA, but you like something a little bit darker, almost like a little coffee-ish flavor, this was so good. Had a nice little head there at the top. Clung to the glass, good legs to it. So Dogfish Head Indian Brown Dark IPA was well worth it. So today, here we go. Let's go with the Elijah Craig small batch. Man, so not super forward on the alcohol, not big alcohol on the front end. Great nose to it. Got some caramel, vanilla. That oak, that charred oak barrels does really nice. This stuff has done they've done a really nice job of aging this comfortably. All right, so it's a 94 proof, so let's give it a whirl. Tasting those oak barrels, man. That's good. Vanilla. Tasting a little bit of that sweetness. Almost like a little brown sugar or caramel to it. Not tons of heat to it. This is a good drinker, man. This is an easy drink. Alright, so let me get just a little taste of this. Oh, man. That's a good ale. Alright, here we got it. Elijah Craig on ice. So, my sister was kind enough to give me these glasses. I got a thing for skulls, so she found me these skull glasses at Williams-Sonoma with the Skull Rocks cube that comes with it. The rocks, the skull mold. So that rock does soften it a little bit. It brings out a little bit more of the roundness. Brings forward the vanilla. Brings forward a little bit of that caramel. And you know what? Just for you, Zach, I think it might even bring out some of that toasted marshmallow. Man, we are tasting some good oakiness to that. It doesn't taste just like you brought it, like you're drinking it through wood, but even on the rocks, man, that's a good drinker. It doesn't pull from the flavor, sort of locks it in a little bit. Um, but on the ice, it's bringing out the vanilla. It's bringing out that slightly more toasted flavor to it. The heat that you get with it neat is keeping that toasted flavor out of there, but very different. Both of them are good. Some of them like some of the bourbons that I try, I like them either neat or I like them on ice. This is actually going both, man. And this was coming in at $33 a bottle, so a damn fine bourbon. Great price, small batch. This is so they're the first to char their oak barrels, man. Good job, Elijah Craig. So I'll be up in Kentucky, coming through Kentucky somewhere around the 20th, 21st of this month. So maybe I'll finally get a couple things that I was hoping to get that's a little hard to find. All right. So Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale, aged in bourbon barrels. So the nose on that is nice. It's a little maltier, not super hops. I don't even know if they're using hops in an ale. I'm not the expert on that. I just like to drink beer and drink bourbon. This is good autumn before we get into the winter, like stouts and porters. Man, this has got a good flavor to it. You can taste the oak. We're tasting those charred barrels. You're even getting just a hint on the nose there of some of that bourbon. So Cubs are in, just a side note, Cubs World Series last year, and they are in some October baseball. So we'll be following them. I haven't paid attention quite yet, but we'll be following them. Man, there's a sweet smell to that. But just like an ale, it's got like a little bitter finish to it. Man, that's a good drinker. Like I said, it's a good fall beer, good autumn beer. It's not clinging to the glass too bad. You're not going to have to, not like a porter or a stout. So here we had Elijah Craig, small batch, good drinking bourbon, rocks or neat. I like it neat because I like a little bit of a bite. We take that bite away when we put it on the rock. And we got the bourbon barrel ale from Kentucky Bourbon Barrel. That's the company. Yep, delicious, good stuff. So this is coming in at about a 7 ABV, 8.2. So a little bit higher on the ABV than the Dogfish Head. Delicious stuff. It's coming through nice. And that's it. I'm Andy with Bourbon and Beer A to Z. Hope you enjoyed. Leave some comments, leave some notes. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you're looking for. Maybe we'll review something. If you're one of the distributors, feel free to send something our way, and we'll give it a whirl. Look forward to hearing from you soon, and you'll hear from us soon. Thanks.